have done this in theory. Already I've explained the concept of circular queue to you, and I told you, I hope the lecture notes are visible to all. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I have already told you in the class that what is a circular queue? Circular queue is nothing but it is an improvement over array implementation of queue. How? First, to understand the improvement, we need to understand what is the drawback of array implementation of queue. I told you with using an example that suppose if we have a queue which is implemented as an array of say maximum number of elements as 6, that is max or size is 6, and we have the picture something like this, and we perform add operation twice with the elements 95 and 35, so they will get added here. Then I perform deletion thrice. I do not have any choice what to delete in a queue. Clearly deletion will take place from the front end. Okay, so 45, 65 and 15 will get deleted successively, and there will be vacant space at index number 0, 1 and 2. Now if I try to perform addition, that is adding an element say with the value 100, this will lead to overflow condition in spite of vacant space being there in the beginning of the queue. Okay, so we can say that the overflow condition occurs, or we are not able to add in spite of there being vacant space in the beginning. And why does this happens? This happens because on deletion, the remaining elements are not shifted forward or they are not shifted left. Left could be a better word, that is on deletion when the vacant space is made in array implementation of queue, the remaining elements are not shifted backward. So this is the drawback of array implementation of queue, and it is being overcome by a circular queue. Circular queue, as the name implies, a queue which is circular in manner. The word circular here means that the rear end and the front end of the queue are joined back to back. Okay, so a circular queue, although we draw it in a straight line manner like this when we are taking up examples, but it is also easier to view it in a circular fashion, like I've drawn it towards the right. So in this particular example, my entire queue is full. So my front here is 0 and rear here is 5, suppose. So when I reach the rear end of the queue, that is index number 5, then this rear end and the front end 0, we can assume that they are joined back to back. So clearly the picture is something like you have a circular boundary and you can take any number of rounds while traversing on the circumference of the circle. Okay, so the rear and the front are joined back to back. Once you reach the rear end of the queue, for example, in this example, rear is 5, size minus 1, 6 elements there. Okay, then I can reset rear back to 0 provided there is space in the beginning. Then we took up more examples to demonstrate how circular queue was, overcoming the drawback of array implementation of queue. I took up all these examples and look at step number 2 particularly. Okay, I have the picture in step number 1 here, and then I next try to add 75 element and then element with the value 15. So when I'm trying to add 75, before that in the first part of the picture, my front is 2 and rear is 5. Why? Because in array implementation of queue, front and rear will hold the index numbers of the frontmost and the rearmost index respectively. So when my rear has reached size minus 1, that is 5 in this particular example, and I try to perform more addition, what happens? What happens is R, that is rear, is reset back to 0, but provided there is space in the beginning. So the element 75 added at index number 0, and after insertion, my front remains undisturbed, which is 2, and rear is reset back to 0. Right? Why is rear 0 now? Because rear simply holds the index number of the rearmost element. And my new rearmost element is 75. Uska index number kitna hai? 0. Right? So as we can see here, if you take it in a circle, आप hop करके r equal to 5 से r equal to 0 में जा सकते हो. अगर आप straight line में circle कर रहे हो तो simply you can reset back to 0, or in simple words wraparound takes place as it is mentioned. This word is also used in some textbooks. Wraparound means you can take a round and come back to the starting positions. Then adding 15 here, now where will 15 get added? During addition, rear is updated or it is incremented by 1. So 15 will get added here at index number 1. And after addition, my front remains undisturbed क्योंकि front से तो deletion होती है, हमने तो कोई deletion करी नहीं है. Clear? So front remains as 2 and rear becomes 1. Then now in step 3, if I perform add 100, add an element with the value 100, now overflow condition will take place because now truly my circular queue is full. And when is the circular queue full? There are two possibilities in small programs. In bigger programs, wraparound children or resetting can also take place multiple times. उसमें थोड़ी सी हमारी condition extra आ जाती है additional, but in student level programs we are taking wraparound once and the size of the queue is also small enough. Then we have two conditions. One is the CQ is full when my front is 0 and rear is size -1. The other is front and rear become back to back. That is एक के पीछे एक है, जैसे कि मेरे previous example में my front is 2 here as you can see, और rear जो है reset होके wrap around होके वापस आ चुका है and it has reached 1. So I can say F equal to R plus 1. Was this clear to everyone, children, during the theory lecture? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then
Yes,
I put up examples for deletion also in a circular queue, and circular queue is an important concept. Usually एक ऐसे तरीके का example exam में काफी बारी आ चुका है. And then you have to write the values of front and rear as I have written at every step while writing the answer. Then children, I demonstrated all the operations and the cases using the program, and this program is there in the lab guidelines also when the syllabus was updated last year under LOCF mode. So we have taken up this all in theory. The insert function, the is empty, is full, display, clear, frontmost, rearmost and count. I think we are left only with the remove member function to be explained with the different possibilities and the examples. बाकी सारे member functions clear थे. अगर कोई भी member function आप चाहते हो, I should take up again in lab now along with its explanation and example. जैसा कि already written है, तो you tell me. Otherwise, I'll move to remove function. Yes, students? Anyone who wants any member function to be taken up again? Yes or no? Tell me so that I can go accordingly.
No, ma'am.
No. Aishwarya, Anjali, Anshika, was everything clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so children, I'll move to the remove member function. Group 2 को भी yesterday मैंने separately remove function समझाया था. Yes, now come to remove member function. All right. So what all cases come to your mind? Remove member function में. Yes, children, come up with the answers. बहुत सारे programs कर लिए अब हमने data structures में.
And case when there is no element in the queue.
Okay. So you mean to say
It
that
has only one simply.
okay, initially my CQ is empty and I'm trying to delete an element. कौन सा एलिमेंट डिलीट करना है वो तो CQ में कोई चॉइस नहीं होती, हमेशा फ्रंट मोस्ट एलिमेंट ही डिलीट होगा, मीनिंग F का जो इंडेक्स नंबर पे जो वैल्यू है वही डिलीट होगी. सो माय CQ इज एम्प्टी एंड आई एम ट्राइंग टू डिलीट, सो दिस विल लीड टू व्हाट कंडीशन? Yes. If any data structure is already empty and I'm trying to delete something from it, it will lead to
Underflow.
yes,
Underflow.
underflow condition. So I told you to, in order to maintain uniformity in the programs, these extreme cases like underflow during deletion or overflow during addition in static data structures, हम main function में जो switch case बनेगा वही handle करेंगे, right? Okay, what other possibility comes to your mind, children, during deletion? Case 2.
Single element. Single element.
Okay, so there is a single element in the CQ and we are also trying to delete that. So that means my picture is something like this. इस प्रोग्राम में आई थिंक मेरे साइज की वैल्यू 5 थी और एग्जाम्पल में हमने 6 ली थी, तो अगर साइज की वैल्यू 5 थी, माई इंडेक्स नंबर्स विल वेरी फ्रॉम 0 to 4. There is a single element, suppose that it is at index number 3. So what is the value of F and R? Yes? 3.
Yes.
जब एक ही एलिमेंट होगा ना वही फ्रंट मोस्ट होगा, वही रेयर मोस्ट होगा. लाइक आई हैव अ क्यू ऑफ चिल्ड्रन इन द कॉलेज और एक ही बच्चा खड़ा है क्यू में, तो अगर मैं पूछूंगी सबसे आगे कौन खड़ा है और मैं पूछूंगी सबसे पीछे कौन खड़ा है, तो उसी सेम स्टूडेंट का आप नाम बोलोगे ना, वही फ्रंट मोस्ट है वही रेयर मोस्ट है. ओके, नाउ इफ आई डिलीट दिस, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन? द क्यू बिकम्स एम्प्टी. ठीक है, और एम्प्टी क्यू को कैसे डिनोट करते हैं? यस, हाउ डू आई
F
डिनोट?
equals to R
Front
equals to
and rear is equal to -1.
-1.
Open and R both will become equal to -1, and this is what I have done in the if block. If F is equal to R, meaning there is a single element. Okay, now children, one more thing comes to my mind कि empty Q में भी तो F and R equal होते हैं, दोनों -1 होते हैं, तो क्या इधर लॉजिकल एरर नहीं आ जाएगी या नहीं आएगी? टेल मी. There will be no logical error because in the switch, inside the switch case, first we check whether the queue is empty or not, and if the queue is empty, we just display there inside the switch case only that the queue is empty, underflow condition, and put some exit 0 or break condition and come out of that. My control will come to this remove member function body only when the queue is non-empty. So if I am reaching this definition and body of remove member function, it is guaranteed that F equal to R will mean that there is a single element. I hope this is clear what I am saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What are possibilities? और क्या आता है आपके माइंड में? Yes, anyone? Yes, children. Deletion हमेशा कहाँ से होती है? फ्रंट एंड पे होती है, isn't it? So think in terms of front. स्पेशल केस माइंड में क्या आता है? सपोज कर लो आपका फ्रंट की वैल्यू साइज -1 हो गई, उसको डिलीट करने पर क्या होगा? फ्रंट रीसेट हो जाएगा ना, बैक टू 0, क्योंकि जो इंडेक्स नंबर साइज -1 पे एलिमेंट ऐड हुआ था, उसके बाद कौन सा एलिमेंट ऐड हुआ था? इंडेक्स नंबर 0 पे, isn't it? So my picture is something like this. I have element here 55, I have 65 here, 75 here, and my front is 4 here and my rear is 1. ठीक है, एडिशन रेयर एंड पे होती है ना, तो 55 जब ऐड हुआ था उसके बाद रेयर मेरा रीसेट हो गया था 0 पे, जब नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट 65 ऐड किया था, और फिर 75 ऐड करा था तो रेयर मेरा 1 हो गया था, राइट? एंड इंडेक्स नंबर्स 2 और 3 पे थे, हो सकता है वो डिलीट हो गए हो. सो आई गेट अ पिक्चर लाइक दिस. This is also one of the special cases in deletion in CQ because 55 को डिलीट करने पर आपको अपना फ्रंट रीसेट करना है 0 पे. तो कैसे चेक करेंगे? एल्सिफ में if f equal to size -1, then in the variable rem stands for remove, I will store rem equal to CQ of F. Okay, CQ of F means here CQ of 4, and then I will reset my F back to 0. So this is another extreme possibility जहां पर मुझे deletion के बाद F को reset करना पड़ेगा. Then the else part will take care of all other possibilities कि ना तो underflow है, ना single element है, ना deletion के बाद मुझे F को reset back to 0 करना है. Simply deletion के बाद क्या होता है, F increment हो जाता है, F plus plus, right? So that case rem equal to CQ of F, F plus plus. ये हमने already multiple examples देखे थे when I introduced the concept of CQ to you. And whether if or else if or else block is executed, ultimately my control will come back to this statement and return rem will be executed. Okay, rem variable में मैंने the element that was deleted has been stored, and then when I go back to the switch case for the delete function or the remove function, I can display this rem there, that rem has been deleted. Is it clear, girls? And the remaining member functions is empty, is full, display, हमने डिटेल में एग्जाम्पल्स के साथ, डायग्राम्स के साथ थियोरी में कर रखे हैं. इसमें कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. यस, क्लियर मेंबर फंक्शन, काउंट. I'll just show you a small demo of the main function, children, how you will write it. See, first of all, name of the class circular underscore Q, because it is a template class. As I told you, whenever you make an object of the template class, you have to provide the replacement for the placeholder. My placeholder in this program, I think I've used capital T. तो capital T की replacement है int inside the angular bracket. So what will the compiler do? Wherever I've used capital T in the program, it will replace it by int. Now you can see the benefit of using templates. Suppose I was making a circular queue of character data type or of float data type. So the only change that I have to make in my program is in angular brackets में int की जगह I can write float. And the same program will work. Capital T की हर जगह replacement अपने आप compiler दे देगा float से. Okay, that is why templates are called as container classes. Like you have containers at home in the kitchen, you can put anything inside it, rice or sugar or any pulses. तो template classes हमारी container classes होती हैं. Depending on the replacement for the placeholder capital T that you are giving, the same program will work for different data types, and you don't have to write the program again और हर जगह int की जगह float करने की जरूरत आपको नहीं पड़ेगी. I hope this is clear to everyone, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Then,
Yes, ma'am.
as I've already told you, write all data structure programs on the same lines. Try to use the same variable name so you can focus more on the logic of the program and the examples and the different cases rather than focusing on the variables and things like that. हमेशा हमने क्या करा है, जो while loop का वेरिएबल है स्मॉल c बनाया है, ठीक है, और जो स्विच का वेरिएबल है वो choice नाम से, is empty member function के लिए return type empty variable, is full member function के लिए return जो value है उसका नाम full, then count to store the number of elements, then f and r जैसे front and rear circular queue में rem means remove जो करा है, जो element delete करा है. Okay, then while C is equal to small y or capital Y, just in case your caps lock is on, then you can display the entire menu here. Then enter your choice, C in choice. Choice is the switch variable. Then switch choice case 1. Case 1 is for, in my menu it is for inserting a new element, that is addition. तो एडिशन में एक्सट्रीम केस क्या होता है, ओवरफ्लो कंडीशन. तो इधर हम चेक करेंगे कैसे, इस फुल को कॉल करके. वी ऑलरेडी हैव ए मेंबर फंक्शन इज फुल, कॉल दैट, उसकी रिटर्न वैल्यू फुल को चेक कर लो. इफ इट इज फुल देन पुट सम मैसेज, एल्स यू कैन कॉल द addition or the insert member function. Whenever you are making any updation to the contents of any data structure, It's a good programming practice to always invoke display after that so as to ensure that the changes have been saved successfully into the data structure. केस 2 डिलीशन का है, तो सबसे पहले आप is empty देखेंगे, कहीं अंडरफ्लो कंडीशन तो नहीं है. Else में what we will going to do? Invoke the remove member function and then display remove. हर केस के एंड पे ब्रेक लगाना नहीं भूलेंगे. Then case 3 is simply is empty, is full. This we have done in many member functions. Case 5 display. Case 6 is for the frontmost member function. Mind it, frontmost and rearmost member functions, they just return the frontmost and the rearmost element. Value of the frontmost and the rearmost element. They don't delete the frontmost and the rearmost element. In fact, circular queue में rearmost element delete करना allowed भी नहीं है. Deletion front end से ही होगा. Okay? Then after that, case 8 count. That is, counting the number of member functions. इधर कुछ change कर सकते हैं. Possibly this will give error in some of the compilers कि function का नाम count और variable का return value का नाम भी count है. इधर count की जगह आप ct variable use कर सकते हैं as we have done in other programs. Then case 9 is for clearing the queue, default case, and then this will be the closing of the switch block. After the switch block is finished, you are inside the while loop. You are still inside the while loop. So ask the user whether he or she wants to continue. This will be the ending of while block, and then you can end the main function. I hope, children, this is clear to everyone. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have anything to ask, tell me. This is the task for the day. क्लासेस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट्स एंड टेम्पलेट्स जरूर यूज करना है. आपकी जो लैब गाइडलाइंस है उसमें सर्कुलर क्यू में ऑपरेशंस मेंशन नहीं है कि कौन कौन सी करनी है. काफी सारे प्रोग्राम में ऑपरेशंस मेंशन्ड है, लाइक सिंगली लिंक लिस्ट में, डबली लिंक लिस्ट में, एज आई शोड यू इन द थियोरी लेक्चर टुडे फॉर डबली लिंक लिस्ट. ये सारी ऑप्शंस मेंशन्ड है. ये लैब गाइडलाइंस से ही मैंने कॉपी पेस्ट करा है. 8 ऑपरेशंस करनी है. सर्कुलर क्यू के लिए ऐसा कुछ मेंशन नहीं है, तो आई हैव टेकन अप ऑल पॉसिबल ऑपरेशंस इन थियोरी विद यू. वैसे भी ज्यादा सर्कुलर क्यू में वैरायटी बन नहीं सकती, बिकॉज क्यू में या स्टैक में रिस्ट्रिक्शन है ना कि एडिशन और डिलीशन कैसे हो सकता है. लिंक लिस्ट में तो आप कुछ भी 5th एलिमेंट डिलीट कर सकते हो, डिलीट ऑल ऑड नंबर्ड एलिमेंट्स एंड सो ऑन. स्टैक इन क्यू में ज्यादा वैरायटी नहीं बन सकती बिकॉज देयर इज अ रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑन द एडिशन एंड डिलीशन दैट वी कैन परफॉर्म. चिल्ड्रन, एनीथिंग टू आस्क? एनी डाउट्स? No. Dr. Suruchi, may I mark the attendance?
Yes, okay, students, you can, you have to do, I suppose, the circular queue today. So you can try all the options, and if you have any doubt, you can mail the program to me or to Tina ma'am or me. I hope clear to everybody, all the options?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. तो एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा, what do you think कि what is the difference between linear queue and circular queue? क्या डिफरेंस आपको लगा? आपने linear queue भी पढ़ लिया, circular queue भी पढ़ लिया.
मैम इन लीनियर क्यू, मैम सर्कुलर क्यू में अगर मैम इन लीनियर क्यू वी कांट फिल द deleted. My front is updated after we delete an element, and the memory can't be again filled in linear queue.
नहीं, तो अगर हम अगर आपके पास दोनों ऑप्शन हो, linear queue and circular queue, तो which one you will prefer, circular queue or linear queue?
Circular queue.
I
डिलीटेड मैम सर्कुलर क्यू में हम फ्रंट मोस्ट पे ऐड कर सकते हैं, बट लीनियर क्यू में नहीं कर सकते.
जो लीनियर क्यू में आपका जो बेसिकली आपका एडिशन जो होता था रियर एंड से होता था, एंड व्हेन रियर रीचेस साइज -1 ऑफ द एरे वी से दैट द क्यू इज फुल। लेकिन सर्कुलर क्यू में सिर्फ रियर नहीं देखते, वी आल्सो यूज फ्रंट आल्सो। एंड उसमें लीनियर क्यू में क्या होता था, अगर रियर साइज -1 पहुंच जाता है लेकिन आगे के कुछ स्पेसेस लेफ्ट आउट है, फ्रंट 0 पे नहीं है, फ्रंट 2 या 3rd इंडेक्स पे है, तो एम्प्टी स्पेस जो था वो वेस्टेड हो जाता था। सर्कुलर क्यू क्या करता है, नॉट ओनली टेक इनटू कंसिडरेशन की रियर की क्या वैल्यू है, वो फ्रंट भी देखता है। अगर फ्रंट 0 है और रियर साइज -1 है तो हम कहते हैं फुल है। अगर फ्रंट इज नॉट, वैल्यू ऑफ फ्रंट इज नॉट 0, इट इज अदर देन 0, मतलब आगे कुछ एम्प्टी स्पेसेस हैं, तो वी अलाउ इन सर्कुलर क्यू we allow the rear to go back to the 0 value even after reaching size -. So space wastage is overcome in circular queue. समझ आया? आप फुल कंडीशन में ये देखते हैं फ्रंट इज 0 एंड रियर इज साइज -1। अगर ये नहीं है तो आप फिर आप पॉसिबल देखते हैं कि रियर साइज -1 है और इज फुल नहीं है तो रियर 0 पहुंच जाएगा, ठीक है ना, इंसर्शन के टाइम। ठीक है, बाकी आप लोग इम्प्लीमेंट करिए। आपको टेम्पलेट्स तो मेरे ख्याल से प्रैक्टिस करिए, मैंने भी आपको लास्ट क्लास में थोड़ा सा बताया था किस तरह से करना है। जब आप क्लास के मेंबर फंक्शन को बाहर डिफाइन करें तो स्कोप रेजोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर से आपको सिर्फ क्लास का नाम नहीं लिखना है, ऊपर टेम्पलेट भी लिखना होता है। तो आप आज करके आप कोई डाउट हो तो आप पूछ लेना, ठीक है? ओके टीना, यू कैन टेक अटेंडेंस नाउ।
ठीक है मिस मैम।